but he was saying how he had always wanted to do stuff for like movies that weren't around, you know, like were released before he was alive. So he wanted to do stuff for like 30s movies and, you know, even earlier. So I kind of told him like, hey, well, we have the Universal Monsters stuff, and he's like, oh, perfect. I have a Frankenstein painting that I did, and I've never, you know, I didn't like, no one commissioned it. I was just like, I like this movie so much, I just painted it. And it's just for me to have, like, just to, you know, get that out, because I always wanted to do that, but no one cares. Like, no one wants to do it because it's not like a new movie. And so I was like, that's perfect. You know, that's great. Let's take that and we can work with that. And so he was still like, I don't know if we want to do it. So we went, Kevin Tong and I, one of our like friends and artists, we went over to his house, and it was really cool. Like, his wife brought us lemonade. We were in his studio, like drinking lemonade, looking at all this stuff, and he brought it up on his computer. And we were looking at it, and Kevin Tong was like, oh, we could do this with this kind of printing, and we can do this thing, and make it like more textured than like an actual G-clay, which is just a digital print-off. And so, to also seal the deal, we released Dracula. I think this is like in late January, early February is when we went over to his house, and I brought him the Vanya Horky Dracula we did, and then the Empire Strikes Back Tyler Stout, because everyone always does the like Tyler Stout Drew Struzen thing, you know. So so we brought both of those over and showed him, and he was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy, because he really liked Dracula. That was like his favorite poster we ever did. And so, you know, kind of like with the Universal Monsters thing. So he's like, okay, let's do it. I've never had a screen print before. Let's just see what you guys can do. So that was kind of it. Like, and then after that, it took up until now to figure out like if we could even screen print it, because it's going to be like 20 to 30 colors. It's going to be really big. It's going to be a crazy process. I think the printer said it's going to take like 2 weeks to do, just to print it, you know, which is usually we can get stuff done like in a day maybe. So it's going to be a really involved process. So that's basically the story.